Hello, hello.
Here we go. Bow, bow.
Back on the gridiron, 2025.
We are
Real
back.
life talk. We back. Y'all been
Yeah.
missing us. We ain't take no hiatus, like we said, life in 2024 ran away from us. But we back. It's your boy Joe Mack. See my sidekick, she's still kicking.
Yes, yes, yes.
Little pickle head, sir. Man,
Oh, it's been a
I don't
year.
even. It's been a minute. It's been a
Yeah,
minute.
it has.
We gonna warm. We
So,
gonna
man,
go ahead. Go ahead.
y'all, we been gone. We back. By popular demand. We ready to bring some topics. This new election has already started off like a whole rocket ship with so much to unfold or unpack, shall we say. But yeah, we miss y'all. I hope y'all missed us too. If you don't catch this tonight, you can always go back. It's pre-recorded. We share it, we like it on our pages. So you always can just go back and watch it and get the just do of it. So yeah, without further ado, you got your girl, Crystal, you got your boy Miggity Mac over there. And we ready to just jump into it and see where this conversation take us tonight. Like I say, we're not experts, we're just going off of life experiences and talk about conversations that people try to steer away from. Some of them being I. But yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get into tonight's conversation.
She ready to come out swinging, y'all. I was gonna try to soft launches into it, but yeah, it's first off, Happy New Year for those we haven't seen in a while. 2025, as Crystal say, is off and running.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the only way to say it. It's we understood it was election season. We understood that it was gonna be some changes in DC. But I think a lot of people got food and didn't realize that the change was gonna come so quick. January 20th, and I just wanted to look at my calendar to make sure I was saying it right, but I knew the date. It's January 29th. 9 days into this new administration.
Yes.
Old, but new.
Mm-hmm.
Been out of office since 2020 rather, 2019. January 20th, 2020 was his last time in office. You fast forward 4 years later, January 20th, 2025, he's back in office. Raised his right hand. In 9 days, here we go.
Right.
Executive orders flying off the wazoo. And I believe this is the first president to sign that many executive orders within the office, jumping back in second office. It has caused mass hysteria. I think it has caused a lot of confusion for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we've seen the deportation promises that he spoke on while he was campaigning happening. We are seeing a lot of the untold Project 2025 that a lot of people tried to say didn't exist. It's real. It is a written agenda, and they are going through hidden check marks on that agenda. Now, we know people like to run, don't shy away from politics, and this is not a political show. It's just a show about, as we said in the topic earlier, it's a show about where we at right now, the uneasiness of a lot of people, And where do you see yourself currently, and where do you see yourself as we continue to navigate through this new administration?
Mm,
It's just honest conversation.
that's it.
And don't get
That's
me
it.
wrong. Like I say, we don't tilt the needle one way or the other. Some people like what they're seeing. So let's be real about it. Some people see it as a moment of, well, if he doing all this, something must have been broke. But on the flip side of the coin, the Biden Harris administration had to be doing something right for me to come in the office and want to change everything.
Right.
So it's two sides to this story. Because if it was all bad, I wouldn't have to really touch nothing. But on day one, he repealed 78 of Biden's, I want to say, executive orders that he had in place. Now, is it vindictive? Is it pettiness? But at what cost, and how do you see it where you're really affecting the everyday American citizen lives? Now, we got a lot of facts, because you can pull it up. Everything they do, they post on whitehouse.gov. So it ain't like we pulling this out our butts, stringing y'all along saying, well, no, that ain't really happening. If you follow them on Twitter, if you got any social media, they tell you what they're doing day by day.
Right.
So you just you have to sit back, and it's like that turbulent waters, like the old folks used to say, when that boat get to rocking right now. I think that's what's going on in America. The boat is being rocked.
Mm-hmm.
And you just got to find that steadiness. Then he come out with the federal freeze. Now today, earlier, he rescinded it. So now let's dive into that.
Right.
Somebody had to tell him, "Oh, you gotta slow down, my friend." Don't know who it was, but somebody said, "Hey, whoa, you're moving too fast." Because knowing the stature of the person don't like he don't like the word no. If you know anything about him, he don't like the word no.
So this list.
If y'all like that, come on in and tap in, because I got a list. I'm gonna go down before this show over, and it's gonna be very pointed, and it's gonna be like,
Right, because it's gonna affect a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that I guess we could talk about it once we get to it, but is that list gonna affect newcomers, or is that list gonna affect established people who was already under those umbrellas?
I think it's, man, it looked like it's universal.
Mm-hmm.
It look real universal right now, like almost like anybody can get it. It just it's what we seeing, like you said. It's like it ain't funny, but it's like you give a kid a toy, and they gonna take it and play with it and see how far they could take it to the extreme of what that toy do. And that's what it seemed like to me. That's just my honest, open opinion about it. I don't like the way it's affecting a lot of people, because there are a lot of people right now that's, like I said, definitely probably living on edge, don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, probably having anxiety, everything all up in there. all up in there. Then you tell, some of the federal workers, hey, you got to what? February 6th to make a decision. We'll pay you. We got enough money set aside. We'll pay you 8 months of salary for you to retire. Like, what are you doing? You're messing with people's livelihood. And I tell people, few doesn't ask me. We've served. We've served under Republican and Democratic leadership, being in the military. So, but you never seen a whirlwind like we're experiencing right now. It's a whirlwind. So, hey, just tap in with us. Tell us how you feeling. Tell us what you're seeing. Give us what you understand or what you think you understand. Because you may have a different perspective. Hey, I like what I'm seeing. I don't like what I'm seeing. But we have to remember that there's a cause and effect for everything you do. That's how life is. Everything has a cause and effect. Everything has an action and a reaction. But you don't want to send people in a pandemonium to where they're searching and seeking answers and they really can't get them. Because that's how office is supposed to give you guys. Should govern the land. It's govern the land. But it's, like I said, that ship is rocking right now. It's like I wake up in the middle of the night, fired 17 inspector generals overnight. So they wake up and they fired. Man, you're the leader of the free world. Have some dignity and class about yourself. That's just my
yeah. Yeah, like I say, as you were sending it to me today, I was kind of looking and just kind of going through the list of things and just going back to the executive orders of, okay, we finna allow pardon all these people, allow all these people to come out of jail, right, or prison. He started with that, and now all the illegal immigrants, now we pulling up on them everywhere, putting them on buses and putting them on military planes and shipping them out, to the point now you say, oh, the American criminals, we don't want them here no more, so we'll pay a fine for them to go see what it's like to live in prisons, out the country or whatever, and then see how they like that. I mean, he's really coming in being, destructive. Like it's getting crazy, it's ridiculous, it's getting scary. Because like we could say, if we want to go to this list, with some of our family members, or people who it will hurt. I spoke with someone today that government jobs is saying, hey, you can take this packet or wait to be fired, but you will be terminated at some point. So it is ridiculous. It is crazy. It's like now we have to just jump into action, because now it's all about how we gonna survive. We need to go in survival mode at this point. How you gonna survive? How you gonna support your family? How you gonna make it day for day? Because if he starts to cut off all these programs that a lot of people depend on, what is gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
Groceries high, gas high, cost of living high. Not to mention you rent homes. Say you rent homes, right? You rent home, they want you to have 700 credit score, make 3 times the rent, all this other stuff. But bam, you can't afford that. Your check might just show that you can make that one payment. You can't do 3 times. You know what I'm saying? It's so much stuff comes into play. I'm got my phone because I want to go to that list you sent me earlier. And as you were sending it to me, I was actually sending it to my family. And we were just kind of just, having sidebar discussions too, because like I say, this is crazy.
And I tell people, like I say, man, we don't sit here and proclaim or claim to be political gurus. Never been my thing.
Yeah.
I'm smart. I'm smart enough to read, and I'm smart enough to understand. And I did pay attention and know the branches of government. But I tell anyone, if
Mm-hmm.
you really want to dig into the executive orders that he signed, I put it in the chat. I don't know if y'all can see it. You can go to federalregister.gov. That's
Mm-hmm.
federalregister.gov. It
Yes.
actually shows all the executive orders that all presidents have signed.
Okay, so let's see. Trump just ordered a federal spending freeze. So is this the first one you sent me? Is this the one that um is this the one that he kind of recanted
That's the one.
or
That's the
not?
one he enacted the federal freeze. Then about earlier today, between about one something, he recanted it, like he rescinded
Okay.
it. Now you have to understand the way this thing probably was going to play out. Someone probably said, or somebody within this cabinet was like, "Hey, if you freeze this, you're hurting this. If you hurt this, it's going to hurt this. So it's going to." What that old saying they say, that trickle down effect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Bill said he definitely had and has an agenda. People better take notes. Things are already in motion. Yeah,
And
they
the,
are. Like,
and the
it,
sad part, yeah, you're absolutely right. The plan was in motion when he was saying it on the campaign trail, but a lot of
who
folks.
typed up all them things for him to sign like that day? That was crazy.
Well, you got to remember now, and I tell people, do your math. He had 9 years to do this. He was in office for 4, out of office for 4. Now he back. So you had time to plot, plan, strategize, and organize. Now, to Mr. Connor's point, as I said in the topic, Project 2025 was real. A lot of folks thought it was just something people was making up. Think about all that political mail you got. They was flooding your mailboxes every week, every day, excuse me. Look back at some of the stuff that's on that political mail and tell me it ain't what they said was going to happen.
Nope. And that's how they get you, though. That's how they get you. Oh, they make all these promises. Oh, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Boom. Because you got to understand the game. They trying to gain voters. They trying to get they weight up. They try to get their percentage up. So they gonna gaslight you. They gonna give you all this false hope, and then bam. Now guess what? Minorities is getting hit hard because they believed these false promises that he said he was gonna deliver, and basically he just he flipped the whole script. So we want to go to this list. You got Medicaid on there, and I'm sure yes he probably recanted it, but I guarantee you, if not some, or if not all, some or a handful of these items on this list will be hit some kind of way. I just don't foresee him recanting it, canting and taking it back, and then he's not gonna, what I'm saying, do any of these things that he put on here. But you got Medicaid, you have school breakfast, lunch programs. Some of them kids depend on it. Like really, like it ain't. They may don't have much at home, so they know when they get to school. Okay, at least I got me a breakfast. I might give me a little snack, and I'm gonna get a good lunch. If I don't have nothing else for the day, I'm gonna get that. Right. So then what else he got on here?
I'm
Section 8 rental assistance. We all know somebody on Section 8, family, friend, whomever. These people need that because they base their life off of that. No, if they can't work or other medical things, or it's a reason why they was giving it, right? Yes, Section 8 was kind of built for you to come up, and then they was supposed to match you and help you purchase a home. But guess what? Minorities, we didn't use it for that. We didn't take advantage of that, right? We used it and we just stayed on it to the day we die, right? But now he's gonna force your hand to get out there and work.
Oh yeah, you're having to get forced, and those the demographics of people that I'm worried about,
right?
Because you have relied on that system, and you have relied on them systems forever and a day. Now you got the naysayers. Oh, he can't do that. I think he done showed you what he can do in 9 days.
Right.
So if you sit out there and you be not, that word I'm looking for? If you be naive to the fact.
You don't believe you. Be blind.
I'm getting these food stamps. I'm getting this assistance. I'm getting that. I'm getting this. So best believe if we're talking about it, we're not the only ones talking about it. It's somebody behind the scenes saying, well, we can put this qualification and put this stipulation on it. They've showed you in 9 days what they can do. And this is just the beginning. 9 days into a 4-year term. Come on. Now, if you know anything about the judicial system, the House, the Senate, he got about 2 years to really do what he want to do. Because 2027, seats will change again. So you got your midterm elections. So he got about 2 years to run rapid or run wild, however you want to paint it. So it's a moment for anybody to sit back and say, you know what? Let me gather myself. Let me see where I'm at on this spectrum. Right. Everyday working folks. Thank you. I think you're fine. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I think you're fine. Us to get up and go to work, I think we're good. Those that rely on certain government programs and government assistance.
Yeah.
I think you got that water is going to get a little hot.
Yeah, and I just read off 3 things on the list. I ain't even go,
so
I ain't even touch 10.
I'm gonna take a few off, and all this online. It ain't no secret. They're not trying to hide it. I'm gonna just read a few off the Project 2025 Presidential Transition Project. And you can say, well, okay. The one that sticks out, mass deportation of immigrants and I'm saying that wrong. Lord, I just chopped that word up.
Incarceration in camps.
There you go. Boy, tongue got tired. She said it, I didn't. All right. You can put a check mark on that, y'all. In birthright citizenship. He did that as soon as he got sworn in. Now the federal judge has blocked it, so it's gonna be a legal battle with that one. So that's 2. And I'm just giving you 2 that's already been enacted. Ban Muslims from entering the country. Put a check mark on that. That's number 3.
Yeah.
Eliminate federal agencies like FDA, EPA, NOAA, and more. You can put a check mark on that.
Yeah, because we just got dropped from the National Health.
World Health Organization.
Yeah,
so you can put a check on that one. Okay, we're gonna keep going, right? Increase Arctic drilling. What he said, drill, baby, drill. I was stationed in Alaska, so they back up in the Arctic, they getting ready to start drilling. All right, you can put a check mark on that. In civil rights and DEI protections in the government. Now, you know the executive order he signed. Some Lyndon B. Johnson signed in 1965, I believe. You could put a check mark on that. Raise prescription drug prices. You can put a check mark on that.
And they already the biggest dope gang there is.
So I'm gonna just stop right there, because like I said, if y'all out there listening, I want y'all to chime in, because this stuff is really happening before our eyes. You know, a lot of times you say, man, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. It's so much on this list. I'm kind of got it off to the side and just kind of skimming through, but it is crazy. Higher taxes for the working class. Ban contraceptives. That means if you out here being wild and free and you making babies, and then you like, oh my God, I don't want it. I can't take care of it, baby. You gotta take care of it.
Go to whitehouse.gov. It's there. The list is there. It ain't, and they're not trying to hide anything. They're showing it.
Yeah. I'm in all over here just reading some of these things. Like it's ridiculous. It's crazy. In marriage equality, in no fault divorce. It's crazy. Raise the retirement age. So you think you finna stop working at 65? We're gonna probably have you working till you're 95. Cut Social Security, cut Medicare. Yeah, you know, our grandparents.
And you know, on this show we have healthy debates. We have healthy debates. I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it. I wish someone that voted for him would come on this show and explain to us why they felt the need
to vote for him. Like what did he? Right.
Did you really think this was smoke and mirrors? Did you just think this was a fairy tale? Like, yeah, man, he can't do that. Man, he just talking out the side of his butt. So I would just love, you know, to get that other side. Judgment-free zone. I may look at side eye and be like, but I would love to know, like, when you got to that booth and you saw Donald J. and you saw John David Vance, what made you circle that box? Now, and I'm willing to bet some people did it to be funny.
Yeah.
Some people went in there and did it just to be funny. Man, they ain't gonna vote. They ain't gonna vote no felon president.
And then realize he was gonna win, huh? They didn't take it serious.
What's that saying? Effed around and found out.
Okay. That's surely what they did.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Bing. I wish I had a little bell. Bing.
Right, especially the minorities, because
it was a picture that was real. The man got the man ice roll up on the Hispanic guy on the construction site, and his shirt said Trump, Latinos for Trumps, and they were leading him away in handcuffs.
Right. I know he wish he didn't. Oh my goodness. I didn't vote for him, but was on the phone with a relative last night, and they stood 10 toes down in favor for deportation. They want the immigrants out. But guess what? Who gonna do the work that the immigrants do? Who can go out there in that hot beaming sun doing construction? They do the jobs that Americans don't want to do, the nasty jobs and construction. And
hold on. I'm gonna let you roll with this one, but I just want to chime in. Like you say, they do the roofing, they do the landscaping, they do the construction, they do everything that we used to do, but we got too good to do it. They do the agriculture.
Yeah.
Come on, let's be real now. So a person may say that. That's their opinion. Oh yeah, man, now get them out of here, you know, deport them. Hold on, time out.
Right. All of them is not bad. All of them is not causing, you know what I'm saying, problems for the United States. Of course, there's some of them are beneficial. Some of them is helping. Like we say, the jobs that we don't want to do, they out here doing. So guess what?
Don't,
What are we going to do now?
don't we got people in our families that has committed crimes?
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. You know, that's
Mhm.
all I'm saying now.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Chambers said that's the same thing they said about the slaves when Abraham Lincoln was trying to free them. Yeah. Mr. Sheena, and it's only certain immigrants, not the Russians, not the folks from Ukraine. So he clearly picking and choosing. Yeah, because you know he still got to build an ally. He still got to build a structural foundation to have certain people, some groups of people, should I say, to kind of fall back on and lean on for different stuff, for favors, for a favor, right? So of course he, like we say, he's just attacking. Might as well say it. I guess the weakest link is somewhere the people who he feel like the mass majority who kind of leans on all these resources that he's trying to take away. Yeah.
Yes, he is. I would turn that book upside down. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Gain citizenship, I believe, in 2006. Don't quote me to that, but it was either 2005 or 2006 when they got married. So the spectrum, like I say, that needle can't be all the way left and it can't all the way be right. It has to be in the middle. It has to be understanding and say, okay, this is where we at. When you move all these folks out that you're trying to move out, the bottom line question is, who is going to do the work that they have been doing in the land for a very long time now? You got the dreamers.
Right.
Let's if we really want to unpack it, let's unpack all this.
Yeah.
They was protected. If you was born here, you were protected.
Yeah. But then who's gonna stop them from coming back? Like, you know, I worked in the prison system before, and you could hold them in there 3-6 months. Guess what? By the time they get over the border, they're gonna come right back. But in the same sense, now you got families going into hiding. You probably got people like, how I'm gonna provide for my family because I was able to go here and do the work undocumented and make money to support my family. But now I can no longer do that because of fear of being deported. Mr. Chambers said it's Americans out here that'll do the job. Stop being lazy. Yeah, you. But will they stop being lazy though, Mr. Chambers? That's the thing. They've been lazy for so long. They've been so codependent on all these resources that they don't have to do it, or they just choosing to go a different route. Maybe I want to keep my hands clean. You know, maybe I just want to be behind the desk and do other stuff like that.
Understand. You have a valid point.
Mm-hmm.
But if they was going to do it, why they haven't done it?
All right.
The job's been there. So you tell somebody now, I need you to go in this citrus field and harvest these oranges.
I'll do it. And for that pay. Oh, he just took the words out of my mouth.
Come on now. Like I said, we just got to be open and transparent. They didn't take no jobs from us. Point blank, period. They didn't. We chose not to do them and said, oh, no, I'm too good for that. I ain't going out there for that. So they've been doing it for multi decades now.
Yeah. So a lot of places going to shut down.
The skilled laborer part. We were too good for that.
Good point. Yeah. They can make the prisoners do it. Yeah.
Ride by any development right now. I don't care what state you is. Ride by and see who is building those houses.
Yeah.
Like I say, we just got to be real about it. I'm talking about
my house. I didn't see a black person, Caucasian person, any other kind of person.
I'm talking about from the ground up. from the
Right.
bottom floor to the top floor. Who doing
Right.
all the work?
They are. They are. I mean,
You you
like,
you you in Georgia. Hey, we need y'all to go out here and harvest these pecans and these chicken farms and these hogs and man, people, they ain't doing man, please.
I'm not doing.
You might well be talking to a brick wall.
Right.
And the sad part about it, they take pride in doing work. They are prideful in their work. I'm definitely not saying you're advocating for slave labor. I'm just saying they the one who been doing the work.
Yeah. Putting it
And back,
in and for a lower fee. That's what
yeah,
you gotta think. Remember when the GM, let's say the car industry was so big, right? It was so big in the United States. Guess what? Well, they moved them out because guess what? They can get cheaper labor done somewhere else. Why do you think Louis Vuitton and Versace and all these other places have the manufacturers out the country, overseas somewhere in Turkey and Asia and all these China and all these other places? Because guess what? The labor is so cheap.
and to piggyback on the point that you made, we was both in El Paso, Texas. We were stationed in El Paso, Fort Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
We could look at Mexico, Juarez. We could touch it.
Throw a rock at it.
Throw a rock. So you wake up in the morning, you looking over at Juarez. Like you say, they can't keep them. How they gonna keep them out?
Yeah, you're right. Which took away American jobs. They did. And those were the jobs that people were willing to do. I had a lot of family members retire from GM. I even had a summer job one year before I, joined the military and took a different route. So I have an inclination of how I work and how it came about. But yes, it did. It took away. We took a hit. But like I said, it was for what? Cheaper pay, right?
Yeah.
So guess what? These other cultures that's doing the work, primarily Hispanics, guess what? They're doing it for cheaper work. I'm not finna go out. Yeah, I'm healthy and probably could go out there and help build a house and do all this stuff, but I'm not gonna do it for $10. I'm not gonna do it for $12. They may. So I guess it's a kind of a tough situation. Even though construction is a good field, if you kind of really look into it and you try to take it to the real estate level and all the other avenues that it have, and getting all these licensures and all that different stuff, it'd be great for our community. But like you say, who's willing to do it? The illegal immigrants take jobs away from our youth. Oh, this is the youth, baby, the YNs. These days, baby, they don't want to work. They want to eat all your food, play video games, be in the streets,
I'm
shooting and
about
killing.
I'm about to call Mr. Chambers a troll. He trolling because look,
baby, they don't want to work.
Them kids ain't doing that. No, not gonna happen in this lifetime.
Man, I wish I could. Man, what? You're right. That is the problem.
That's the problem. But look, somebody got to do the work. Point blank.
Different breed.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna hop back on immigration, but I was just sitting here looking at it. Like I said, everything we talk about, you can read it online.
Huh?
So when Executive Order 14151 that he signed on January 2025, ending radical and wasteful government DEI programs and preferencing.
Yeah. Yeah, these kids different. Like when we was coming up, and I don't know how old you are, Mr. Chambers, but when we were coming up, I'm 45. I ain't ashamed to say it.
55.
But You tried it. But we was out the house 18, 19, not even looking back, right? We was having jobs at 16. Driver's training was free at the school. At the high school, you go take driver's training, right? You had summer programs where you could go work over the summer, starting at 15 and 16. Like, we got out and did the work. We made the sacrifices to go out and say, hey, I'm gonna work the summer program because, you know, I'm gonna be fresh for school. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and get my license and, you know, my permit, my license. We did it. I left home at 19
and honestly, yeah. And think about it. We started working early.
Yes, but these kids so different.
And from my standpoint, I don't have a problem with anybody that's in doing that work, because once again, it was a choice that we chose not to do it. So to me, nobody took anything from them. As a society, we said we ain't doing that labor. So what they did was said, you know what? They learned the skill set, they mastered the skill set, and we just have to be honest. They dominate the field right now.
Right. Okay. Mr. CEO, MVP, you speaking opinions because not too many of them signing up for jobs. Only the jobs that they can't do, like roofing, construction, are jobs that are taken maybe from inmates. Auntie said all that. Mr. Tyrone said, I had my first job at 14 in 9 months. These parents and kids are lazy. So it don't necessarily have to, you know, that's to a certain extent, because sometimes kids and parents are a product of their environment, right? But then you may have parents that are doing the work, pushing their kids, and doing all this stuff to kind of help set their kids up for success, right? But the kids may say, you know, I want to go in a different direction. You can lead a horse to the water, but can't make them drink. I don't care if you can, you know, who whooping kids these days. But you can talk to your face turn blue. You know what I'm saying? I see it all the time. And I've seen parents say, like, because I'm a life coach, and I've seen parents come and say, you know, what else can I do? I've tried everything. You know, the resources is there. I've had conversations. I've, you know, pushed the envelope. I yell, scream, and cuss. But I just come to the realization, not that I'm going to give up on my child, but I come to the realization that this is who the child is. It said, no, I come from an area where we couldn't make it. No, we couldn't. It wasn't no excuses.
You talking to some folks that could, but like I say, I don't want the scales to tilt. Immigrants versus taking jobs and all that stuff, but coming up, we was always taught America was the land of opportunity. We was taught the land of opportunity for anybody. Now, some of us understand that road to that, it was a lot rocky because we didn't have that straightforward direct path. But opportunity in this country was supposed to be for everyone. Some people just didn't want to take that opportunity.
Okay, since you know this, how can you state the jobs are being taken if the kids aren't looking, or parents not forcing them? Now they're lazy, but you can't be in two places at one time. Now you can't enforce it by taking away clothes and phones, but you comparing us as these new age kids. Yeah, it's different. Even how we raise our kids, it's like, man, I ain't raising my kids like I got raised, because who beating their kids with brooms, switches? I mean, you know, it was man, say.
We did. But what it does is, if you look at the paradigm shift, what we're going through, like I say, Project 2025, 7-Day Fury, and the optimistic future, You're going to have to go back and sit down with your kids and tell them this survival tactics. This is what you need to do to govern yourself, to put you in the best position to succeed.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a day where we're no longer here. We have like I always say, we got a born date and we got a date that we're going to leave this earth, and we don't know that date. So like I said, this ship is rocking right now. So all it is awakening moment in a re-educational period. That's all it is. And not even for the youth, it's for us too. Some of us have been blind and just whatever forever, how long or whatever. We just that word comfortable comes up.
Complacent.
Complacency. Oh yeah, I'm gonna rely on this because I know this coming the first of the month. I know my stamps coming. I know when I can go to the grocery store. I'm here to tell you, those systematic systems probably gonna be the first thing that start getting slashed.
Yeah. I say, man, they start messing with these crazy vets and their money. You're going to tell all these training and anger pointed at the White House, and January 6th will be a child's play. Yeah, we didn't even speak on, the veterans. Mr. Chambers, my parents didn't have to force me to get a job. I was driving on my own. I was driven on my own to get money. I was driving on my own to get money. These kids want a handout like the majority of the Democrats. All I need is an opportunity, not a handout. Right. We didn't have to get forced to do it. It was there. The resources was there. Hey, your school counselors, whomever told you, your next door neighbor, your best friend down the street. Hey, they got these school programs going down here to Ruben Daniels, don't get, jump on it. Yes, you're right. They didn't have to tell us. But that's again, you talking about two different breeds.
It's a different spectrum. And I would push back against, like I say, hey, I don't think the Democrats want a handout. I think it's understandable with whatever political side you on. I mean, it's Republicans that don't agree with him. So whatever political side you on the arena, it's about that equality, that fairness. Mm-hmm. I think that's the baseline that that you're going to see the paradigm shift in this country and what it's getting ready to go through, because where is that equal draw? Now, we can go back and say it ain't been equal. Of course, a lot of us know that. But from what we did semi-establish, it's getting pulled. That rug is getting pulled from us day by day. You wake up tomorrow and something else gone.
Right.
Because it's day after day after day after day. And I showed you what I was going to do. Now all I'm doing is enforcing what I said I was going to do. A lot of people can't adapt to that. That's what a problem is. Certain people cannot adapt to it. And why should they be put in a predicament to where they have to make a life decision? Because that's what people are going to start facing. Things start getting bad to what they're used to and stuff start getting taken from them. They're going to start making those erratic life decisions. Like, well, if I got to do this, I got to go over here and do that. Why would you put someone in that position that this, like I said, this is supposed to be the land of the free? That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Miss Connor said he wants to get rid of Black history. Why get rid of the Tuskegee Airmen's history? So glad it was overturned. Getting rid of rights for transgenders. He said there are only two sexes. Trying to get rid of DIE programs. Immigrant deportation is the beginning. We have to stay woke. That we do. Like, he's trying to erase history. At least that's beneficial to us. At least that's beneficial to our kids to learn. Like, he's trying to make it a one-sided history book. So, yeah, like, why? He's just, I don't know if he's getting fancy, like I don't know what he's getting out of it, but it's, at this point, yeah.
Think about the history, and this go back, and none of us was around, unless you 60 plus years old. You go back and look at the history. We laid the foundation for a majority of America. So I want to get rid of facts so the next generation don't understand where they come from. That old saying, you got to know where you came from to know where you're going. That's going to be to the end of time. But it's so powerful, I need to try to block it. Now I'm just waiting for February to hit. We all know February history, Black History Month. Black history should be all, it shouldn't just be a month, but we know. So I'm just waiting for the craziness to see what happened in February.
You take away Black History Month in the schools. You got to start running in the victim Olympics. We aren't oppressed anymore.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a thumbs up on that one.
But I don't know. Like, I don't feel like we run into a victim Olympics. I mean, I just, not at all. I think, like you say, right is right and wrong is wrong. Let's be fair. It's all about, equality. We just fighting for or asking for what's fair. Don't make it easy for the millionaires and billionaires to, have this tax breaks and all this stuff. But the common folks, the regular people, you want to snatch everything away, and then you want to put a band-aid on top of it by sending out stimulus checks.
Who did you see at the inauguration? The three richest men in the world that were standing right there next to him.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
All right. The Zuckerberg and the other guy. Let's sometimes we got to be real with stuff. The rich want to get richer, and they're going to leave everybody else where they at. There's nothing victimizing about that. That's stone cold facts. Now, if I was a billionaire, had several million, I probably could be invited into that arena. That arena ain't for everybody. He got an exclusive group that he want around him, and want to shape the way America's supposed to go.
Being oppressed has nothing to do with knowing where you come from and understanding why we still have redlining issues when overqualified they are our white brothers and sisters.
Said it best. You can pin that one. Drop the mic. It said right there. He said, thank you. That's how much.
The Democratic Party advocated for legal sex changes in the federal prison system. If fair means transgenders have rights before black folks, I don't want to be fair.
I think that was a misquote. I did my research on this one. They took a snippet of what she said. So, Ms. Chambers, I invite you to go back and look at her whole interview when she talked about this. She just said healthcare should be open to all. But we could do a part two. I don't want this to turn, because like I say, we don't debate on here. But I want you to go look at her whole interview on what she said, how she felt.
Oh, I knew that last name.
Okay, so y'all know him. He ain't no troll. I thought he trolling, but
yeah. No. I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Listen, we ain't going to agree with each candidate's issues and opinions, and that's not even true. Just be as y'all like to spread from social media. Yeah, it like I always say, people would take clippings of stuff and then they would blast it, right? And then everybody, or certain people, I can say everybody, certain people would take it and just run with it, right? And then it's like, no, did you watch the whole thing? Did you know what I said before that came? And did you know what I said after that? Because if you know the whole thing, then you'll have a better understanding of it. And that particular message was far-fetched.
They took that clip from she actually, it was her interview with the Breakfast Club. They took that clip from Charlemagne to where what he had to do was come sue them for using that piece of a clip that was not the truth.
Right.
But we do it all the time. We take 10 seconds of what somebody say, and they done said a whole 2 minutes worth, and we only grab what you say. Oh. And then we run with it. We no, listen to the whole concept. Like I say, I listen to both sides. I say, let me, because one time we'll get so AWACS that we'll just listen to one side. But let me see what they talking about, so I can be like, okay. Because if you listen to just one side, you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be stuck on that side.
Go ask someone that works in the prison system. After my military days, I worked in the prison system.
No, yeah, I know plenty of people that still work in the prison system.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we glad you could join. Hey, we gonna bring you back. I like you. You know what I'm saying? We don't turn your inside away, push back a little bit, but we love it.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Hey, like I said, with this show, man, we just kicking back up this season. Man, we got warmed up. We ran over there. We ain't even do our midpoint advertisement. Hey, y'all know this is When Life Talk. We every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Shout out to J Jack in the background. Shout out to Thor Magazine. Like, subscribe, share all that good stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? We here for y'all. Man, we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about Donnie.
What you want to ask? Because I worked there and was in leadership. Okay, we got somebody who worked in the prison system. Let's go. Because I worked a long time ago. So I'm in the healthcare now. So it's out my scope.
Lord,
all right. We kind of say life is definitely what you make it. Life is definitely about choices. But we definitely got to be aware of what's going on around us. It's about making the best choices for yourself and your village. God is still large and in charge. If I want something, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get up and go do what I got to do for it. Prison, 17 cents a day to work what's needed to eat and feed my family. So we do what we got to do. Reading and observation just helps us maneuver and navigate through life.
Amen, Brother Connors. Amen. Amen. And the church said amen again. Well, that girl got them glasses on now, but she read that whole thing. Y'all know she's be like, Matt, read that, but
right.
Absolutely.
On the road today, you got these
oh yeah, you were rolling, got them spectacles on you. Hey, one thing, man, I tell y'all, man, we laugh, man. We talk about them uncomfortable conversations. We gonna laugh about it because I tell anybody out there, man, what Mr. Connor just said, man, there's so many gems you can take away from that. God's still in control. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you believe in, how you believe in it, whatever your thought process is, whatever higher power you believe in, absolutely. But like you say, you have to learn to navigate through life. And there's some people out there that we know they're struggling right now because they really don't know what's going to happen. And that's an uncomfortable feeling for anyone to be put in, and that kind of burden to be placed on people, especially when you don't know. You come into this, and it could have been anybody in office. So don't just take in the leader show and say we dumping on the person that's in office, because we're not. It could have been anybody in office. But we look for that office to be the law of the land and try to do what's best for the American people. For all. Now we know some people been over here, whatever, all that good stuff. If they're criminals, they got ways and they got laws and stuff to do all that. That's handled by the judicial system. But for the ones that's here, that's been governing themselves, living off the system, having these federal jobs, it's a side that you have to really feel, because it's the fear of unknown.
Yeah. But
she said, y'all
on 47. Okay.
Hey, 47. He got a lot to do with it, boss.
Okay. When he 45, 47.
Yeah, he's the ringmaster right now. So
right now, I mean, let's see what else in these next couple of months to come, because I'm sure It's gonna be some more chaos and confusion.
Yeah, man. This just the start. This just the
Yeah.
start. But like you say, man, you got to navigate. You got to find your lane, and you got to find what works for you and your family. Put your family in the best position to win. Guide them, and try not to let anything that may affect you in that light, because like I said, it's going to affect people different.
Yeah.
Some folks, like I say, some of us, we're gonna get up and go to work every day. We're gonna go on about our married lives, and we just okay, well, it's gonna be a moment say, wow, that's stupid. But to the elders, the ones that need the assistance, the ones that rely on certain subsidies from the government every month, those are the people that I'm worried about. The prescription.
We can pull together and survive some kind of way. We just gonna have to learn, like the other cultures, learn how to just get together and build. This, this may just be an eye opener for, for the minorities. Hey, learn how to get together. It's too much crab in the bucket mentality. But if we humble ourselves and come up with a game plan, then we can work together collectively and one day be successful. But so maybe this just like an eye opener, like, hey, we give y'all a chance. Let's see if y'all know how to come together and survive and not just harm each other.
Oh yeah. And you said it best. I really think that's what these next 4 years is going to be, a come to Jesus, come together moment. Learn how to rebuild, learn how to lean on each other, learn how to trust each other. If you fall down, I got your back. If you fall down, you got my back. So it's definitely going to be a lot of trials and tribulations over the next 4 years.
Yeah.
And all we could do is be there to support each other, lean on each other, cry with each other when times get hard. But try to educate people to put them in the best position to win. But y'all, man, we appreciate y'all. We glad to be back. We've been itching. So trust me, when we see y'all make us happy. Hey man, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, to tell a friend. Like, subscribe, share. And if you want to come on and you got your piece, do what you do.
Come on, man. It's time to go now. Mr. DJ, it's time to go. I'm mad I just got here late. We are so sorry. But the good thing about it, DJ, it is pre-recorded. You can go back and watch it. And so check us out. We here every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same channel, as Joe says, same bat show.
Same bat channel, same bat cave.
These next 4 years is going to be just fine. Yes, hopefully so. Let's see. Good to see y'all. Been a minute. Love the show. Keep pushing, keep grinding, keep spreading the word, and giving us a platform. Right. Yes, come on in next weekend.
We'll be here.
We'll be here. We just sit here, have candid conversation with our people. We love for y'all to interact back with us. Today was amazing. It was welcoming. I love it. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all have an amazing evening, and we'll see y'all next Wednesday.
Peace, love, and hair grease.
And we out.